There's the button. That is so weird. I am not used to that voice. It is not cute. It is not it's not a cute voice. It's not a cute voice.
Not at all. Well, it's got that robot voice. So
I know. All right, what's up, everybody? We are back here today. Good morning from my side. Good evening on your side.
Pretty much good night. Yeah,
good night.
It's 8 p.m. now, so it's getting late.
I know. I'm joined here with Deion, from also known as Active Gamer Fitness. Welcome to the podcast.
Woo-woo. Let's go.
Today I'm going to be interviewing my really good friend here on fitness, gaming, and competition, as I've recognized that he has this fierceness in him that reminds me so much of an old life that I had that required that fire. And it's not that it goes away, it just gets tamed. And when it comes to competition, you have to learn to lose before you win. And trust me, there's a lot of losing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's why I was like, let's bring on somebody who can give me some conversation, shine some light on this. So, Deion, welcome to the show, my man.
Hey, thank you for having me. You know, it's definitely a big honor to be rolling through, chilling with one of the coolest people I've met via any form of platform in life, you know, and for us to make this thing happen is definitely special.
That's too nice of you. Please, I'm just a guy with a microphone. Check this out. That's what it is. That's what it is. And all these pieces aren't even mine.
That's comedy.
All right. So I have a list of questions here. Let's go over some introductions, man. Start us off.
Introduction life. Your boy's name is Deion, aka Active Gamer Fitness. I am a Twitch streamer, fitness enthusiast, personal trainer, soccer player, food connoisseur. I actually don't even know if I'd be a connoisseur because I just eat all the food known to man. Yeah, I've been kind of in the game for a while. Gaming for about, my whole life. Fitness about 10 years, 10 plus. Training for about 7 years plus. So kind of been on the cusp of doing a lot. Doing this for my entire existence almost, it feels like.
How did you get into fitness? How did you get into gaming?
So like what got me into gaming was literally the day I played, I think it was Killer Instinct on Super Nintendo, right? Like this is
Killer Instinct.
This is deep. We're going deep. You asked for this. I remember I played Super Nintendo. My first game was like this pool game I played with my cousins, but then I bought Killer Instinct at I don't know if it was like a garage sale or someone gave it to me, but I was super young. And I remember I was playing with my cousin and they beat me, and this not rage, but this undying need to know how to do everything about to not lose again. So I went this was before internet. So I bought the I don't know if they're codexes or magazines, but the Game Shark, move list stuff. I bought that. And then the internet came out. So from that day, I was always trying to figure out how to be the best at the thing that I'm doing at that time. And I guess that would be where my heart of a gamer came, because then other games come out, Mortal Kombat. Then you're playing Pokemon came out around that time, and you're battling your friends.
How about fitness? You didn't tell me anything about how you get into that.
Oh, so fitness, it was a weird scenario. So 8 years old to 14, freshman in high school, I was just a raw gamer. Never played a sport. I was, playing at this time Magic competitively. My first tournament, I was 15, I think. So it was Grand Prix Philadelphia. That was the first.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was, just a hardcore set gamer, McDonald's every day, Subway, Doritos, drinking Mountain
Dew.
Literal, if you could put the poster of that kid is a gamer, it was me. I was a little chunky, but not too bad.
I got along. I literally rolled along.
Yeah, I played Halo 3 very competitively. My best friend now, Mo, one summer he challenged me, so if y'all are OGs of Halo, if someone challenged you to a 1v1, like your life depended on that. And if you lost, it was like losing a 40-yard dash. Like you felt terrible. So I played him, I beat him, and I always say like funniest thing, like standard like guy story. I beat him and sleepover. He goes, "Hey, you want to come over to my house to hang out and play more games?" Never met him, like never interacted with him before this. And I was like, sure, like why not? Like so roll up, play some games, and then he says to me, "Hey, you play any sports?" And up to this point, no, I've never touched a basketball, football, soccer, nothing.
How old were you? Like
I was 16, so I was my end of my sophomore year, like the summer going into junior year.
Nice.
Yeah, never touched anything. So he's like, "You should play a sport. You should play soccer." So sure, I'm like loaded it up. I run track for a half a season, junior season. My first year playing soccer was my senior year.
No.
Yep. So I was on varsity. And that was at the point, like I said, my competitive drive put me into the position of I need to know everything. And I, researched great soccer players, watch their film, watch Cristiano Ronaldo, watch Messi, watch Ronaldinho. And then I was like, well, how are they so fit? Like, what do they do? Like you got to work out, right? You got to work out to be the I So I started thinking about training, but right before then, one of my like other random friends said, "Hey, you want to come work out with me in my basement?" And I did that for like a couple weeks just to hang out with them. Yeah. So that's like my true start. But like my passion and love for fitness came when I was playing soccer, and I became really good friends with someone on the football team. You know how football players take lifting weights. Yeah. So I just kind of went down that path, and I knew in order to be the best soccer player I could be, I had to be a good athlete. And how you're a great overall athlete is cardio, exercise, strength training, mobility. And I did all that. What
is some advice that you can give to those who are struggling with fitness goals or gaming goals? It sounds like you had a very great introduction to how you got to where you have. You shared how you struggled with, being a good student, but that gave you the personality you are today, which is building, which is your own company, which is enjoying your own hobby. And there are a lot of people who are not fortunate into being in that scenario. Like, people are still learning who they are. They're still learning what they want to do. Right. What is some advice for you to give somebody who's struggling in fitness?
So fitness is, I coach people on this all the time. So fitness is relatively easy, but I like to keep things very simple because when you make things too complex, it just ruins it for you. It really does. As far as fitness, I always say, just make a goal that you're going to stick with. Just like if walking down your block and back is something you would do every day, that's a goal. Make it and then just stick with it.
I completely respect that and that's great because it's true. That's absolutely true. Thanks for sharing that. It started with, especially in my fitness journey. And when you mentioned that, you have to set a goal. I didn't have goals when I first started exercising. I have goals now that are way more realistic than before. And everyone always does that. They always see the top of someone else's iceberg, right? Social media is huge on this. Right. And I remember when, what was it? CrossFit was like the thing, like, oh my goodness. When did this happen? Like 7 years ago when you're like, oh, you have to do your pull up like this with the next thing. I'm like, that looks ridiculous. Like, you know exactly what I'm talking. Remember that?
I know
was like
exactly.
A spike. It went from like no CrossFit to like, it was the thing to do. Right. And I was like, yeah, I kind of want to do that. Like, I don't need to lift weights. I could just use calisthenics. Yes, all the time. Sign me up. And, all these other guys were like, it's the thing. And then you forget that it took a while to get there. You have any links? You want to say any shout outs here for yourself? This is it. What is it that you do?
Your boy is hyper branded. So you can find me anywhere on any social media at activegamer_fitness, or if you're a streamer, gamer at activegamer_mtg. You can go to my website, activegamerfitness.com. I'm pretty sure at this point, if you type in Active Gamer Fitness on Google, I'm there. That's me. So, nice. Follow me on all those: YouTube, Twitch, Twitter.
So thank you for this. I really do appreciate it. And, you're going to be joining a collection of folk here on the podcast. So I appreciate it.
I'll have to go give them a listen too. I listened to a little bit of one. So on my bus rides, I'll start ripping through them.
Very nice. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you again, Deion, for having you here on the podcast. And I'll make sure I have all your links up in the descriptions. All right. Thank you.